I think now is okay. Sound? Can you let me know? My apology here. Should have been fixed earlier. Hope that you guys can hear me now. Thank you. Welcome. Thanks for confirming. And yeah, let's wait, as this is a currently falling market on gold, which is falling aggressively to the downside. XAUSD. Now in that sharply falling market, we'll be waiting for the price to give us a better entry opportunity in this session here. And it's a sharply falling market, and because it's a very aggressively falling market, what we can expect here, that the market to potentially come back here to this support level. And this is the daily chart here. You can see this is the daily price action where the market is trending. And what I think that as you can see, it's just breaking this support level. Let's delete those lines here, and we see there is a very sharp downtrend and breakdown. Thank you. Welcome. Thanks, Patrick. Welcome. Welcome. So we see that on XAUUSD there is a break of support here on the lower time frame, and because it's on a break of support on gold, we may see that the market to potentially break that low here. So it's approaching this support that we can see on gold. Okay, so this is an important level of support here. And for our chart, as the market is in a sharp downtrend here in that market, so we could see that gold to potentially, if you look at here, you can see this is a big drop here. And with that drop, as the market is trending with this drop here, expecting that the market to potentially trend back down here to the support level. Now looking at the lower time frame, big drop, waiting for a deeper pullback, and once we see that pullback, we can look for possible entry in this market. So waiting to see that the market to show that move. So you can see that here there was a initial bounce. Let's see that it's giving us an entry. We may see the market to coming here to 3208 level. So there is already a touch of that level, 3208, but here with that drop to the 3208, we may see that the market again, you can see it just has crossed that high, and this is the 1 minute. Already the price has tested an important liquidity zone. For us to enter any trade, we look to see that the market to this is 15 minutes resistance line. So if we look at the lower time frame, this is the 5 minutes candle. So if we look at the 1 minute, I think this is where we could look for sell opportunity. That what we can see, the market is respecting that level and it's approaching that liquidity zone. If we look at the 1 minute, we may see a penetration of this high. So here we'll be looking for short position from that area, stop loss above this high, as we may see the market to potentially retest. So we will keep the stop loss above this high and expecting a drop below that level. So the entry that I will be entering in a trade here, with a possibility for the market to revert back to that support. We see that there is a pullback here, and my stop loss will be above this high with a tight risk. So the stop loss at 3220, and I'm entering a sell trade here on Xauusd. So putting a stop loss at 3220.05 and take profit at 3208.35. With only a smaller risk here. So I have opened a sell position on Xauusd for a potential downtrend. We will be explaining later. Because it's in a bear market, only selling is the best idea. Now at the moment, this is the 5 minutes candle, expecting that the market to potentially revert back again. So if it drop to that support, we will be able to see almost 63 pip move, and that's waiting to see if the market is breaking below here, which is a probability as the market trend is down. Now waiting for that another wave of drop here in that area. This is the 5 minutes candlestick pattern. Also we can see the market tested the high here, and so we are trading in the direction of the trend. Even we see some local upside here, so started to break below in that direction. I will be explaining later the strategy as well. So first let's try to catch that pip here, and I'll give a shout out if I am doing anything that I'm closing or modifying the trade. So far here expecting this market to trend back down as it is bear market. Now how far it might go up for a pullback is the question here. So you see there's a 5 minutes candle closing. This is the 5 minutes candle closing here. Okay, so which is a doji. Now the bias is always to the bear direction of the major trend. Now you see there is two back-to-back dojis here, and we see there is another doji is being formed. All right, so we can see the market is showing that potential, expecting that the market to trend back down. Now if this one is closing as a narrow doji, which we can expect it to trend, I'm still not being interested on any kind of reversal trade, as this is a strongly falling market. Okay, so two narrow 1 minute doji. So as soon as we see the prices here, I've just entered into the profit area, so expecting it to break below here. Trading with the trend is the most important part here. This is what we are doing here, trading with the trend for possible further downside, and we are running in profit at the moment with this trade. All right, so running in profit, and it's a volatile market, 27 p profit on. Would like to see breaking below here to the support. I'm holding it still. We'll have more trade, so make sure guys you stick till the end to see what kind of trading opportunity you may have here. Now there is a candle close. It's getting some kind of rejection. because of the, okay, so it dropped, again getting rejection. So looking to see okay, so we can see there is 1 minute close here, and that 1 minute candle that has closed. So expecting the next one to remain bearish, to drop here. We have entered into the profit zone again. Now here we are trading with the trend, and I think that's the best way to trade the market, to always to trade with the trend. It's getting very volatile. So we see another 1 minute candle closed with a narrower. Would like to see this support to be broken here. So if you look at the 5 minutes, we can see another 5 minutes candle closing as a bear candle. So all right, so the market trend here, we see there is a possibility for break. That's waiting to see. Right, so we can see the market is moving in the direction of the trend that we can see, and expecting it to break below here. The key here is to look for a market that is trending and then trade with the trend. So far we are on the direction. So looking at 5 minutes again, there's a 5 minutes candle closed, and here with the 5 minutes closed, come on, it's trying to break above. There's a 15 minutes closed, a doji. Right, so we can see some rejection coming up, and once the market will come back to that support, we will be taking that profit, which is because we have very tight stop loss. And yeah, I'm going to take the profit now. I'm closing the profit right now. I've closed the trade with profit. So this look like that we see some consolidation here, which is we had that one 18 pip. We'll be re-entering again. It's not the end, it's just starting. The market is trending, so let's keep trading. And we'll be looking for further entry opportunity here. It's consolidating. We might see another liquidity grab here, and then to return again. This is the, if we look at the 15 minutes here, we can see the market is in that area in a very sharp, there is a sharp rejection from this support level here, and because the market in a sharp rejection, we can see the market potentially to trend back here. So what we can see that the market is in that area creating series of lower high. We see the price slowly after forming multiple liquidity candle, expecting it to break below here. We see this is now, but I think that it's potentially pushing for liquidity grab, And looking at the 1 hour, so this is the 1 hour price action. We're approaching the 1 hour level, so the market on the 1 hour support, and with that 1 hour support, okay, so if we look at here, we can see the market in this support level. There is a 1 hour candlestick pattern. So looking at here on the lower time frame, for the market to possibly to move up and then to return back, there's a doji. So here we can see the market with this doji formation. It's getting possible drop here. So we'll be waiting to see that if it is coming here for another retest. We had a successful trade. I hope that you guys also had that. Let's keep looking for another one. Thank you. Hi everyone, welcome. So where are you looking gold today? We can see gold is in a bearish trend, and we are looking forward to see the market to because it has tested the support here. We may see that the market from the, if you look at the daily here, you can see the daily, the price has just tested the daily support here. Okay, so which is a long-term support on the daily, and from that daily support, what we have seen the market potentially to I think that after we may see further break in this market, and we may see the market, if you look at Xauusd, to even break further, and then after break of this low, we may see either trend continuation that we will see from the reversal confirmation, or revert back again to the upside to the resistance line here. And from that perspective here, as if you look at it, you can see it's trying to break below. We may see the market is testing this support, and then to, because it's a very crucial support, there is a sharp breakdown. We may see break of support, and if it breaks the support here, there is a big fair value gap. There is a, you can see it's a full fair value gap. So here we may see that the market to suddenly drop further, and then could return back again for another deeper pullback, or we may see that potentially trend continuation, depending on how the market might be doing here. And we can see that it's a very strongly falling market. And with that falling market, you can see it's a big drop in that direction. So it's a fair value gap here in that area. So look at the 4 hour here, it has just broken that support, and from the 30 minutes, from 15 minutes, also sharply falling market. From 5 minutes, a big drop here. So looking at here on the lower time frame, 4-hour chart, and the 1-hour chart here. It's a big bear candle in that area, and we may see the market to trend down. Here we may see ultimately the price to come back here to this support level where there is a high liquidity in that area. So we see that trend continuation here, and with this trend continuation we can expect for this price to there is a support break. Now we will be waiting to see if we can have another entry after a pullback. So if we look at the 15 minutes here, now this 15 minutes price action where there is an important area of value, where with that 15 minutes price action, that is where you can see the market to potentially drop down in that area. And looking at here 1 hour, 4 hour here, which is this is a sharp liquidity grab, a big bear candle. We can see another liquidity grab, another bear candle, and currently it's a big long bear candle, expecting it to drop down here to that support. And with that support we can expect for this market to trend down here, where 1 minute chart you can see it's again showing bearish move. So for us to find an entry, we had a TP hit here, and looking to see here, you can see this is a bear candle, and with that bearish price action, 30 minutes looking at, would like to see deeper pullback, and then we can look for another entry. We had a trade successful, and I hope that you guys enjoyed the trade. Let's look for another one. And also as usual, like every day we do here in this live session, for those who will be able to stay till the end, we'll have a giveaway, one $500 worth of coupon to the join to the academy. We had a couple of members also have joined currently, so $500 worth of coupon for one lucky winner from this live session to join the academy for lifetime, where you will be able to access all the tools, strategies, trade ideas, and also mentorship program for lifetime. So if you are a dedicated trader, then make sure you stick till the end to enter, as at the end of the session, and also throughout the session you will be learning the proper education on how to trade, as well as in this live session we do open live trades that you guys have seen that. So we'll be looking for best trade possible, best trade setup. The only thing that make sure guys, you always do the risk management, do proper lot sizing, keep the risk low, and then trade based on strategies. So let's here look at in this time frame, looking at the lower time frame, the 1 minute chart, and in this here what we can see the market from the lower time frame here, 15 minutes, a big bear candle, expecting that the market to drop down here to this support level, and we can see a big bearish engulfer from the 1 hour, followed by another bearish candle. So currently the market below the support. For us to find another entry, we will be waiting for that the price to come back here to the support level. We'll see how far it might be heading to. And let's wait to see USD JPY. Yeah, we will be looking at that as well. So in the meantime, guys, if you haven't liked this stream, if you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet, so that shows to more people, which is helpful, giving more like. So here is what we can see. This is where currently the market slowly trying to push down, and with that with the drop, you can see here it is trying to create another lower low. As to enter, this is the 1 hour candle coming around 17 minutes for this candle to close. Better to wait for a pullback to the upside, and then before the candle close to drop again, then we can look for that entry. Now multi-time frame analysis is the key here to look at. Anyone had a trade here with me in this from this? We will be looking for another one. If you guys had a trade here, so yes, in the live chat if you had a trade. So this is also sometime I see sometime traders, many traders make mistake is to try to trade against the trend. So always the best idea is to look for a market. So the close the trade with 10 pip. Okay, Gilbert, yes. How many traders had trade? Can you write in the live chat to see that how many of you are following the trade? Okay, welcome. All right, so anyone else? Anyone else? I had 3 gold trades. Okay, so we had 1 in the money. Okay, well, thank you. Here it is still bearish in that area. If you guys look at it, you can see it's still showing that bearish. And so with that, this is a doji. 5 minutes has closed with a big doji here, and it's now breaking that support from that level. Here we can see the market trend, very aggressive trend here. And with this aggressive trend, the price is approaching that support. What is falling is likely to fall. That's how trading is now. As it's breaking below, the trend is very sharply bearish. The swing, let's identify that swing highs. So now the best option, the best setup will be when we see the market has broken any of this swing high. Okay, so you can see the market is trending in that direction, very sharp bearish trend. Below all this low, there is no specific, this is a full fair value gap. This is an important support here. So as it start to drop here, if we look at the weekly, we can see the market has crossed all this low here, and now this is a very crucial level that where either we could see breaking below here or a sharp reversal. Now, depending on how the price action is being created, will determine either it's for reversal or for a pullback. Now the market structure here, we can see that it's a bear market still, and would like to see, you can see it's now pushing back up for another pullback. So this is a swing high that we have identified, because if we see that the market has crossed that swing high, and if from here, if it is going clearly back to the upside to that swing high, we can look for selling. Okay, so in that case we will be looking for selling, as it is pushing back up to that resistance. If it goes back up before the candle close, we may be able to see another selling opportunity. Would like to see that breakup structure. Let's wait for a possible breakup structure here before the candle close. We may see, may not see, but that is where the opportunity, because if the market reaches this level here, and we may see another drop, and that's where we will be able to find edge in this market. The key here is to look for a market that is trending, as we discuss all the time, and then trading with the trend, right? So we need to look for a market that is trending and then trade with the trend, so that we always remain in the higher probability side. We see that there is a volatility currently at the moment. So here we may see that the market to in the next 10 minutes remaining for this candle to close, expecting a potential move back up. It may not, but if it goes up here, that's where you will find another selling opportunity with the 1 hour candle closed. So here we can see the market is having that trend. Still not showing any clear directional bias in that area. So it's not being able to break above, instead is still showing that downtrend. It's a falling market. So 4-hour candle closing in 1 hour 10 minutes, expecting a possible pullback here. So we are seeing a candle close very soon. From the 1 hour chart, if you look at the market has done a deeper drop here, and because this is a very sharp drop, we you can see from here 15 minutes candlestick pattern that we can see it's a very big drop and it's still coming down here. We may see that further continuation. That's a big drop. It's not giving any opportunity for us still to enter again. There's a high volatility. Let's keep coming down here. And with that breakup structure here, we can see the market is potentially dropping back below here to the support level. And what we can expect now that it's sharply falling market, and we may see that this is continuing. So 1 hour close coming in couple of minutes, in 5 minutes time. So with that 1 hour candle close, depending on how this price will close will determine in fact what might happen. Either the market to reverse, because this is a, let's delete all of this to see that the price below all this low from the daily, so almost to the daily support level. And because the market on the daily support, we may see now that the price to potentially to revert back up or to return again to the support level. And to understand it, this is the 5 minutes price action. Let's wait to see what kind of candlestick pattern it might be forming. Looking at the 1 minute, here we can see the price in a sideways, very smaller consolidation, and that smaller consolidation here is where we may see the market to potentially break below here. So we'll see that how far we may see this market to come down here. And So we see still showing that downtrending market structure here, and so there is a 1 hour candle closing. So if we look at that 1 hour candle close, it's a full body red candle and there is no enough pullback, so this drop can continue, or there is a also probability for bounce. So we will not be yet selling because this 4 hour is still one hour remaining for this 4 hour to close, and even the market could potentially go for a deeper pullback here with the 1 hour close to break any of this high, right? So after this 1 hour close, for the market to potentially move up for a pullback to retest this support as a resistance, right? So support as a resistance, and then to return back again in the direction of the trend. So there's a candle close on the 1 hour, and now to see if the market with this candle close, what it is up to see that if it is having any kind of reversal movement to the upside or dropping back down again, because the price has dropped well below. We'll wait for to see okay, still bearish, that we can see in that area, and What we can wait for here, as this is currently showing that rejection multiple times in those area, there is a liquidity gap here drop. So whenever the candlestick pattern going up grabbing liquidity is breaking here as well, so we may still could see that the market to potentially trend back down. But for us to enter, we will be waiting to see. This is the 4-hour. Now the 4-hour price action where the probability for the candle to remain bearish. Now I was looking at again 1 minute chart. If you guys look at it, you can see the price has tested in this big drop from the 1 minute. There is once the price tested the 20 EMA, and it after test of this 20 EMA crossing from that level, it just has broken below, but it didn't test this 20 EMA further. So here we may see that the market to this is the nearest level here. Would like to see that it's going up to any of this important liquidity zone, and then to return again. Thank you for joining the live session, traders. Hope that you're enjoying the live session. Make sure you give a thumbs up if you are enjoying, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Let's wait for the market to show possible entry. As you can see, some kind of movement to the upside. We need to see a deeper pullback before we can find that entry. So this is 5 minutes. You can see still maintaining series of lower high. So if you look at the 5 minutes, you can see every time the candle going up is getting that rejection. So therefore, if we see that the price is going up to retest any of this shadow of this candle, we could see that the market to return again back to the support level. So, and that's if we look at the 1 minute, here is also along with the 1 minute 20 EMA. This is an important area of value. So if the price is going there, we will be looking for potential selling. Though you can see this is a very sharply bear market at the moment. It's not going that far to pull back. It's just sharply falling. But if we see that it has gone that far, we can look for another entry. So we see that it's pushing back up to the liquidity zone where this is an important resistance line, expecting it to go up and retest and then to revert back. We are waiting for a breakup structure, which will be the best area to look for any potential entry. Here is the market. If you look at here, you can see it's a narrow, smaller area. Wanting to see it's going back up here. This is a resistance where there is a liquidity grab, and for the price to go ahead, retest, and then to return again in the direction of the trend. See that where it is heading to, and yeah, we can see that possible movement back to the upside here. So with that being said, here is what we can see. It's now again potentially dropping for another pullback. We would like to see any of this series of higher low has been violated for entry, especially on the 5 minutes. Because it's a very strongly falling market, we will see that if that's happening, we had one entry, would like to find another one. Welcome, taking profit, one trade. Yeah, looks like, yeah, thank you very much. Can you take a look at GBPJPY? We had already one trade on GBPJPY where the market on GJ, we can see there was a break of support that we have seen, and GBPJPY, it's also like the gold is in a consolidation, and gold is trending. This one is consolidation, so we might see GBPJPY moving little sideways, but if it grabs enough liquidity from the top, we might see the market to trend again back towards the downside here. So looking at here on GBPJPY, we can see the market potentially to here to trend back down in this area where there is a support level here. So GBPJPY may trend back down here from the if we see the price has done enough grab enough liquidity from the top, we might see the GJ to trend down in that direction here, and that might be the situation. At the moment there is no trade because it's in a sideways. We'll be waiting for Xauusd. This is currently trending. That's a very sharp trend, and so from here, expecting if any situation we see the breakup structure, that is where the best setup will come, though it's still showing that here bearish. But once we see the market has managed to break from this structure to the upside, we'll be able to find that entry. So some push back up, because it's a very sharply falling market, would like to see a deeper pullback. So this is what, when we see a strongly falling market, the best way to trade is to wait for that market to break from the structure. Its patience is very important, because when it is trending, it's highly likely that if it breaks from this structure, we might see significant drop again. That is what our entry in the previous one. So this is 5 minutes. You're looking at 1 minute and 5 minutes perspective. Yeah, we may see potentially a deeper pullback here. So the 15 minutes is closing, and so you can see 15 is closed here, which is again another rejection. So GBPJPY, that we can see it's in a sideway, so we are not looking for any entry because it's in a sideway. So here we see that move that we discussed for the 15 minutes, pushing back up. This is the nearest 5 minutes resistance. Any of this break, we will be able to see possible entry. Like to see that crossing, and here we might find an entry. It's approaching the 30 minutes resistance line. Okay, I might prepare for a sell, not now yet, but looking for keeping the stop loss here, stop loss above this high. I'm putting a sell here, which is a market order, keeping stop loss around 60 pip above. TP target here 221. Stop loss at 3190.02, 3190.02. TP target at 3171.27. placed a sell by market, possible rejection expecting. Here is overextended at the moment. Placed the sell here on XAUSD, expecting to draw back down. Second trade, and because the market approach, if you look at the 35 minutes, it just has crossed 2 candles high, and expecting to reject here on the lower time frame. So this is a might go to the next liquidity zone. Still expecting for the rejection, and I will be pushing my stop loss few pip above, though we see the rejection already. There is already a rejection expecting. I will be keeping my stop loss couple of pips above to 3191.02 instead of 3090. So move my stop loss at 3191.02, just for giving some room here. There is a possibility for retest of this resistance here. Has approached a very sharp liquidity zone, and Okay, if it gets rejected, we may see that drop. We have a little space here. Might be going back to grab that liquidity here, and still on the trade. So it has just still on this trade here, but let's see if that's the last point that the market wants to revisit. It's just the last moment that this is the last point that we can hold the trade. After that, if it is not reversing, then we may see the price to hit the stop loss. Let's see how this candle is closing. In fact, looks like that we might see that potential reversal here. This is the 5 minutes price action, and we may see a big bear candle. Let's see if that one is where the market wants to drop down. All right, so we may be last moment this trade has moved back. We can see that it's okay, so it's almost nearing to the entry again, and it's interesting, isn't it? That is why I moved the stop loss, which is from that liquidity zone. It just had rejected. Now, if the market coming back here, we will be coming back here, we'll be taking the profit. So I am just nearing to the it looks like that we see the bear market. We have just entered at entry. Are you guys with me? So any one of you running this trade here, thank you for joining. Let's give an update on the live chat. Yes, we can see that drop. Now this current candle, this one expecting it to close as a bear candle. We see there's a 15 minutes candle closed, and with that 15 minutes candle close, the market start to drop. Here I would like to see that it's coming at least to that 40 pip down to this here. We can take that TP if the market dropped that far. Here is showing kind of rejection. So here there's a rejection here, so which is come on, that's interesting. The last moment it has might not remain. So you are out with this trade, and it may, so if you look at the 5 minutes, it may just go for deeper liquidity grab and then could come back again. So you'll be re-entering once we find further opportunity. But I think that it so still long-term trend is bearish. So if you look at the 4 hour, let's delete that. Look for another entry. So this is the 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, and 1 minute looking at. This is a very sharply falling market. So if we look at the 5 minutes here, at some point we could see that this trend to break down from the 1 minute, and I don't think it's gonna be very strongly bullish, as we see already one push back to the upside. This is the previous resistance 3198. 30 minutes is a move back to the upside, 1 hour, and 4 hour is where there was a drop. So looking at 1 minute again, we'll be looking for starting up continuation of the downtrend. So it may try to have another flight back to the upside to this resistance. So here it is another bullish local impulse, but I think we may see that the price to approach 3198 level. Once the market will be able to break from this trend, we may see dropping back here to the support level. With a tight risk, we will be entering again once we see the price action confirmation here for this possible drop to that support. So it's carrying here rejection. So with that rejection, we will be looking for selling opportunity here for this possible drop in that direction. So I will be opening sell again with proper stop loss above this high, TP target to this level with only 1% risk here, expecting this market to trend back down. And if we look at the 1 minute and the 5 minute chart, so in this area here there is a doji formation, and I am short on Xauusd again from this level for possible drop to this support. Now here, because it's a very strongly falling market, expecting to drop down again to give us the previous trade plus this one together to come back here to the support. So if we drop here, we will be able to see a potential 114 pip move. We are on the trade. So all right guys, so we are on the trade and would like to see this coming here to the full TP. The third trade. So risk management is key here, as I mentioned earlier, that we may not be able to catch all trade in the same direction, but when you do proper way, then over time we will be able to remain long-term profitable here. And you can see it's forming series of lower high. Come on, it's trying to push back up. So there is a long doji here. Right, so you can see that it's forming a doji, and this is the 1 minute candlestick pattern in the trade. Now this is a trend is always is the first priority that we look at. I would still be preferring the trend that we discussed before here. So you can see the market is pushing back down with the direction of the trend, and because there is a very sharp drop, it's likely to remain in the major direction of the trend. So another narrow candle. So this is a so this is where 15 minutes closing, and with the 15-minute close, how the candle is closing important to see in the last moment. So looking at here on the if we look at this one here, 30 minutes, where this is a very sharply falling market, so still waiting to see that reflection of continuation of the downtrend. Getting multiple doji. If the market is breaking below here, we should be able to see that potential drop back down. Right, so you can see there is a narrow red candle formation, expecting that the market to so the trend is here. It is trying to form an inverted head and shoulder. The market left a big imbalance here in that area. So if we look at the 1 hour again, which is nearly to the candle closed, and so wait to see if the market is reflecting back here, or looking at 15 minutes again. getting that rejection from the top. So it's a way to see this is a 15 minutes candle, cross that high, and so if you look at the 4 hour, push that back up. So, and what you can see after double bottom, at some point you'll see the market to from such a strong drop, this is a very strong selling zone, and the market change the trend here for another wave of drop. Now if it breaks down, it might be a complete break below, where now let's see if this is breaking down again, then we can expect trend continuation, where if the bull not getting enough fuel, Okay, here looks like so far here in that area to be bearish. But we can see in that area the market to trend down here to the support level. We see that rejection, and we can expect further continuation here. All right, so we are almost nearing to the entry, and now I'm expecting here a drop. Now this is 1 minute. If the market is rejecting that candle, that means that we may see a downtrend continuation. Right, so we are approaching the direction of the profit here, and there's a 5 minutes closed. So now if this current session's candle pushing that the next one to come down, so this is where there is a if the bull not getting enough strength, we might see straight back break down here. If pushing up, then we might see new trend continuation. All right, holding it yet to see that the market continue to the trend, and it might suddenly have a big spike. If it have that spike before we just turning back again, once the market will cross that low, we will be taking the profit here. So if the market coming to this level, we will have around 75 80p profit. That's where we will be exiting. So I'm moving my TP here to this level for this trade. The TP I moved it here, so it will give, because there is a probability for a retest and then return. So around 80 pip will be if the market drop in that direction. Now so because it formed another head and shoulder, expecting it to come back, so we are almost crossing the entry zone. Where the order flow has changed to the upside. I don't think it's still changed to the upside, because that order flow or the trend is a, there is a saying that Rome is not built in one day, trend also not developed in one day, and it takes time to change the direction of the trend. So the best entry always is when the market, we may win or lose, but always keep in mind, guys, the long term profitability will depend on your ability to understand the breakout structure. The best entry comes when you see a strong trend and then the market breaks from the trend, and that's where the price potentially prepare for further move. Because when the market had a sharp trend, it normally, if it breaks from the structure, you see the more often it's gonna revert back again in the major direction. So here it's trying to push back up. This is the 15 minutes candle, and it crossed that low. After that, trying to push back to the upside again. So here, thank you. All right, so here I would like to see that it's breaking below to create a new lower low, we need a breakout structure here to this support, and that is where now this trade is almost nearing to below our entry, and would like to solve this trade with profit. Here is our TP target to 3183.23, but anytime depending on the price action we might be able to adjust if needed. So far showing that downside. The markets sometimes struggle to drop. So this is the 5 minutes where there is a narrow doji, which is from the 1 minute we can see start to break below. We are on the profit area at the moment, expecting it to continue to drop back to the support. Now it's on a support level. We are currently running here almost 3740 pip, but I would like to hold it because still probability for further downside. So reaching the TP point, my TP is moved to 3183.20 so that we can secure the trade before it reach that gap here. Okay, it's trying to push back up. But I think I will not give it any more chance for revert back up, as it might push back up again. And market is very narrow, sharp zone here. Okay, we'll be exiting this trade with the current PNL, so nearly to the entry, as this is again pushing back up for potential. We might see that sideways movement, or again another liquidity gap, or maybe continuation, but it just might move in that direction. So we are going out with this trade. I'm exiting the trade, I'm out with the trade, and So we target it here, but we see the market in that area is just now. This is a break even trade. We may see that the market just move in a sideways in this area, as looking at here what we can see. This is a consolidation, as if we look at sideways, we might see that a little extended sideways movement here for our close, and the market is in that narrow area. So best for us is to wait for to see how the market potentially creating again another structure. And you can see it's started to again trend. So this is a when the market had such a big trend, we more often see this kind of market structure, okay, sideways for extended before it return again in the major direction of the trend. So here we will be waiting for further trading opportunity. As we are almost at the end of the session, we'll be going for the giveaway trial here. So for those who want to be in that, for one lucky winner will get a $500 worth of coupon to join the academy for lifetime. And I'll do a rollover here. So the keyword is to write any, we can choose any keyword, but here the keyword is gold. So the keyword is gold. So once you write gold, you're gonna be on the company. Still not yet, give me a little time, guys. So here is all right. So we are on the page. So you can write that keyword to be in the competition for the giveaway to join the academy. Each day we take one lucky winner from this live session to join the academy with $500 coupon to get access to everything. So waiting for everyone to join, and then we can roll over here. I see that 4 entries. Thank you. Thank you. We see 6 entries, 7 going up. You guys can write that keyword. You can write the keyword. Thank you. We see 8 entries. Thank you. We see 9 entries. You can write that keyword to be in the competition for the giveaway. 10 entries. One of lucky winner will get $500 worth of coupon to join and get access to everything in the lifetime membership, in the lifetime mentorship to the academy, where you can access all the trading tools, strategies, as well as mentoring and coaching. So the keyword here is gold. So once you write gold on the chat, you will be in that entries, and then you will be rollover. Welcome to Forex Trading Wizard Academy. We found 11 entries. So if anyone still haven't written on the live chat, you can do so to be part of. So 11 entries, waiting for everyone to participate. Right, so you can see 13 entries. We'll take few more, and then we will be rolling over. Thank you. We got 13 entries. So we are going to roll over now for the pressing the winner. So Mami Ama is today's winner. Mami Ama, congrats for joining, being a lifetime member to the academy. And to claim your win, you can visit the website www.forextradingwizard.com, where you can find link below this video or here. So once you are on the website, you can scroll down below, and where you will be able to see that contact us page. You can write your name, YouTube username, as well as the message of your winning, and it will be sent to your email for getting access to the lifetime with the coupon and package. So thank you. Also stay connected by joining the Telegram channel. You can find link below this video for most up-to-date information and all the giveaways that we are giving every day. So with that said, thank you for joining the live session, and I'll see you again, guys, in another live trading together. Until that, stay well, stay happy.